Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Deacon Sharp summoned John Finnegan to Il Giardino, where he tried to move him that the situation with Hope Logan was just a misreading. Finn argued that he saw what happened since Hope threw herself at him in lingerie. Cleric argued that Hope would have admitted it if she'd been trying to betray Finn, but Finn felt like she'd been carrying out of character for a while now. After Finn suggested perhaps Hope should seek professional help, he said none of this was Steffy Forrester's fault. Cleric wanted Finn to get through to his woman. But Finn refused to lobby on Hope's behalf and continued to support Steffy. At the cabin, Brooke Logan showed up as Carter Walton was talking to Hope and planning another pitch to make Ridge Forrester see his perspective. Carter suggested about having to take further drastic measures if he couldn't get through to Ridge, so he demanded to turn effects around for everyone's sake. Once Carter headed to the office, Brooke advised Hope that it might boomerang if he pushed too hard. Still, Hope had faith in Carter and sang his praises to Brooke now that she'd suddenly fallen for him. At Forrester Creations on Thursday's B&B occasion, Carter apologized for yelling ahead and tried a calmer approach this time around. Although Carter was sorry for losing his temper, he stood by what he said and wanted Hope for the unborn reinstated. Carter also brought up his global luxury brand idea and worked to vend Ridge and Steffy on that as well. After reiterating that Hope's line was done, Steffy admitted Carter's support for Hope was making her lose faith in his capability to do what was stylish for the company. Ridge agreed Carter was losing his perspective before pushing him to concentrate on more important matters, like their duty issues and the LLC papers that Ridge had been asking him to deal with. After Carter took off, Finn showed up at Forrester next and offered updates on Deacon's pitch before. Although Cleric wanted Finn to move Steffy to bring Hope back, Finn assured Steffy that he was clear about supporting his woman. Steffy was glad to hear that and made a vaticination that there was absolutely nothing Hope could do now that the decision had been made. Back at the cabin, Carter confessed to Hope and Brooke that he failed to get through to Ridge and Steffy. After Carter blustered about the Logan-Forrester feud, Brooke refocused out that the Forresters had all the control since they possessed the company. Once Brooke got called down, Carter assured Hope that he wasn't giving up and kissed her passionately. Hope claimed Steffy couldn't keep getting down with this, and Carter was in agreement on that. Meanwhile, Steffy pulled up Hope's picture and memoir on the Forrester Creations website before hitting delete. Carter will launch yet another feud with his coming plot, so stay tuned for all the stunning news to come. They've been agitating it for weeks and now they're about to bandy it again. Steffy Forrester Finnegan and Ridge Forrester have no idea what's gotten into Carter Walton. He was a man they could always depend on to do whatever it was that they wanted with no question. Now, the only thing he seems to watch about is Hope Logan and hope for the future. This came out of nowhere and Ridge and Steffy are relatively perturbed. Carter no way sounded to watch about Hope's line ahead and didn't indeed watch about Hope. In fact, he was the bone who suggested cutting the line multiple times. This just makes no sense. Ridge and Steffy feel they need to find a way to reel Carter back by and make him happy, but they're doubtful how. Carter seems to have lost his mind over Hope and they don't know what to do. They just know they don't want to lose Carter. He has been precious to Forrester Creations for times and they don't want to lose him. John Finnegan is induced that Hope has lost it fully. She had been coming on to him for weeks and also she dressed in lingerie and fell on top of him. Nothing believes her defenses that it was an accident and Finn is glad that Steffy took action and fired Hope. Still, Deacon Sharp doesn't agree. When Finn sits down to converse with his new stepfather, they argue about Hope. Cleric sees his son as pure and innocent and believes that she doesn't want to come in the middle of Finn and Steffy's marriage. Cleric also knows that Hope has eyes on someone differently, but he knows Hope doesn't want her new relationship to be public yet. Will Deacon blow Hope's cover? At least Brooke Logan has managed to keep quiet. We are complexed by Carter Walton's unforeseen love with Hope Logan, and for good reason. Carter is putting his entire livelihood on the line for a woman who was in love with Steffy Forrester's hubby last month. Should someone check his vitals? Carter Walton and Hope Logan worked together at Forrester Creations for times and no way mondered an eye at each other. When Hope's fashion line was put up on the mincing block, they began to spend further time together brainstorming deals results. Within a week or two, they were professing their love for each other. Carter Walton is ready to put his entire career on the line to save Hope Logan's line, Hope for the Future. The strange part is, Carter has worked at Forrester for times and no way got invested in the factual fashion aspect until now. This week on the CBS Cleaner, Hope's new man will partake his shocking plan to retaliate her and destroy the Forresters. Of course, Hope Logan will be down for the cause. But, what if Carter's plans boomerang and he just ends up in the severance line with his new gal? Walton has worked at Forrester Creations for decades, and he's supposedly willing to walk down and give up everything he has earned to prove his love to Hope Logan. When he and Hope fizzle out, what will he have left? Carter Walton seems to suppose he and Hope Logan will have a grand love story. Still, Hope could drop him like a hot potato for her ex-husband Liam Spencer at any moment. Do you suppose Carter is making a huge mistake? Or does Hope really love him? Well, Spencer has snappily captured the attention of the women at Forrester Creations. The stunning ladies were a significant factor in his decision to take on an externship at the company. A particular youthful woman has truly captured Will's attention. Electra Forrester, with her charm and gift, Electra has left the other stunning ladies at Forrester Creations in the dust. Lainey, on the other hand, was easily eager to catch Will's eye for herself. Despite her stylish sweats to flirt, Lainey simply can't contend with Electra in Will's eyes. In a fit of covetousness, Lainey tried to undermine Electra, but Will snappily defended her, praising Electra as if she were a glowing star in the jewelry world. Will is incontrovertibly taken with Electra's benefactions to the revamped jewelry line. Indeed, if Lainey doesn't share that sentiment, Lainey might be allowing that it's not too late to elevate her strategy and win Will over for herself. She could concoct a plan to betray him, aiming to make him forget each about Electra. While it's likely that her attempts will boomerang, Lainey seems like the kind of person who thrives on creating chaos. Still, she might resort to some underhanded tricks when Will and Electra are set to go on their first date, if her original tactics don't diss out. It's quite possible that Will would take Electra to Il Giardino for regale soon, which could present Lainey with the perfect chance to stir up trouble. It would be fascinating to substantiation Sheila Sharp's response to Lainey's sneaky capers and colluding. Would Sheila choose to help Lainey as a way to get back at the Forresters, or would she take a darker turn due to Lainey stirring up trouble in Deacon Sharp's eatery? Anyhow, Lainey doesn't feel ready to let go of Will just yet, which could lead to a contest with Electra. Our prognostications suggest that Lainey is on her way to solidifying her mean girl character, so keep an eye out for any shocking developments. Will and Electra's arising love might bring unanticipated twists, so be sure to catch all the excitement.